Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I'm going to do a card reading and a guided meditation for you. Before I go any further, I want to mention that some of you have sent me notes saying that you get into a nice zone space on the audios and then you get an advertisement for something. So I want to mention to you what I did about that, okay? The first thing is, you don't have to do this, but this is what I did. I bought the thing that is a monthly fee so that there are no commercials on YouTube. Because I go to YouTube for instructional videos about fixing something or putting a battery in my key fob or all kinds of things. And I don't want to be interacting with commercials or distracted by commercials. So when I listen to any audios, I don't have any interruptions. That's one thing. But if you don't want to pay for that, this is another thing that somebody told me about. Thank you very much, Arlene. And this is what she told me about. It's called AdBlock. This is the app. And this app is pretty inexpensive. I think it's like $1.99 maybe. And it will stop ads, okay? So that's another thing. And then I'm gonna put a link below. If you have a Chrome browser that you watch this on, I'll put a link below where you can go into Chrome and just adjust your settings. And Arlene told me how to do that. So thank you, Arlene, for that. Thank you very much. She said she was going into the zone and just like listen out, and all of a sudden a different voice came on with a different volume talking about selling something about whatever. So that's what I do. You know, I don't have this. I just paid for the YouTube thing. It was just easier and I just did it because I do so much instructional stuff on YouTube and I don't want to be interrupted. Anyway, that's my 2 cents about what you can do. Now, please communicate with me and let me know if you find something else that works better or if neither one of those things worked for you. Excuse me, I'm already starting to go into a trance here. I haven't done this in 2 weeks. Now, the first week I didn't do it was big old full moon time. I couldn't do it. The energy was so intense, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And then last week I couldn't do it because I had another commitment and it took longer than I thought and I wasn't able to do it. So I'm back again and I want to know if you're having any problems with what I suggested to avoid the ads, because you know, you don't want to go into a relaxed Zen trance state and then have something come on to interrupt it. That defeats the whole purpose. So I hope that'll work for you. Now, if I get enough subscribers, so please do subscribe if you haven't already, okay? If I get enough subscribers, then I can do something different, but I don't quite have enough for that to happen just yet. So tell your friends, it's free right now, and let's see if we can get the subscriptions up so we can get rid of those pesky ads that nobody really wants to see. Okay, so let's pull some cards, okay? I'm going to pull from this deck right now. And, boy, I'll tell you, I don't know if you've seen my Facebook page, any of you, but the other night I went for a walk and the energy was so strange. And today the energy was strange. There's weird cloud formations. The other night I went for a sunset walk. There was no sunset. And that's okay, but the energy felt really heavy. There was not one fraction of an inch of breeze. And I walked where there's lots of trees. Nothing was moving. It was just very heavy and dense and super, super quiet. It just felt weird. Now, I just want to tell you, the last time I felt weird like this was the end of December 2019, early January 2020. And I even told some people, I said, something is coming down. I don't know what it is, but it feels heavy and it feels intense and it feels almost cataclysmic. And I wasn't sure it was an earthquake. I'm shuffling at the same time I'm talking. I wasn't sure if it was an earthquake or something personal with me or whatever. I didn't know what it was. Well, guess what? Right after that, I got really, really sick, which I now realize was COVID. It was before we even knew what COVID was. And then we went into that COVID weird time where everybody was isolating and, vaccinations and the whole thing. It just was, that COVID time was like an altered reality. So that's what was happening at the end when I had the feeling, I even told people, I said, something's coming down, I don't know what it is. I have a feeling right now, and I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it was the earthquake in Morocco. I don't know. It's just, there's some big change in the energy that's happening. I can just feel it. And so we're going to choose some cards and see what they say. Okay? Tapping them. We are divinely protected by healing white light. No negativity can enter into our sphere of influence while we are open and receptive during this video or any time after. Cut the cards once. Cut the cards twice. Okay, and I will cut the cards 3 times. Luna has been extremely talkative, shall we say. Now, right now she's really quiet, but she was so talkative when I was getting everything set up to do the guided meditation. It's almost like she was saying, come on, Mom, we haven't done this in 2 weeks. We need to do it now. So I lay the cards out here so I can see what they are, because the cards are like a roadmap. And when we go into the guided meditation part, the cards are the roadmap. And several people of the last couple of these readings have told me that they felt the cards were completely appropriate for them. That's kind of the way they are. They are kind of a mutating oracle, shall we say, so that whenever you watch or listen, the cards resonate with you, even if you watch or listen more than once. And I do suggest listening to the card reading part first. It will start to take you deep into your archetypal mind and allow you to go even deeper when you get to the guided meditation part. See, you hear my voice right now? It's already changing. It's weird. Okay. And I'm already yawning. So, just briefly, I don't want to, belittle a point here, but if you haven't been here before, the yawning, the eye watering, the voice changing, all of that is because I'm starting to go into a trance. And my nose runs, I cough, I have to clear my throat. It's just a releasing of energy so I can better, say what I need to say to you who are listening. The card reading is for you. All right, one more cut and that's it. Here we go. Now, I suggest that if you have something on your mind, or you want some clarity about something, I also talk very fast at the beginning and it starts to slow down as I go into a trance. But if you have a question or you want clarity on something, I highly suggest you think about what that is right now and get it clear in your mind so that when you see the cards, when you see the cards, it will trigger an answer for you. The answer doesn't come from the cards. The cards take you deep into your own inner self, your own inner sanctum, and that's where the answers are. So the cards are the map that take you there, and you find the answer there to your question, predicament, or situation. So think about that right now. If you don't have a particular question, just say to yourself, let me know what's going on, give me a general idea of what's going on in my life right now. That's fine too. And here we go. Okay, well, I think this came up last time, unless it came up in a private reading. I can't remember. I did a private reading for someone recently, and that card may have come out. Okay, there's that. I'm going to pull another one. This one, okay, here we go. That one came up before, too. See, if they come up again, this is a big deck. If they come up again a couple times, it's kind of like a cosmic 2x4 over your head. Trying to tell you something. I mean, the cards are always shuffled. I shuffle them after a reading. I put the cards in different places. I don't just put them all in and shuffle them. I stick them in different places so they can really get mixed up. One final card. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Here we go. Pretty interesting. Let me put this aside. and tell you about these 3 cards. The first one is the Devil, okay? It's a major arcana card. We've got 2 major arcana cards in this reading tonight. Now, why is that relevant? Because major arcana cards are super powerful cards. They carry a lot of information. I say they carry a lot of pixels. So they have a lot of information in them, and we're going to talk about what they mean, okay? Now, I'm not a traditional card reader. I'm an intuitive card reader, so I do it differently. I just start talking and I get the guidance about what the card means for you right now. Okay, here we go. The Devil. Okay. Once again, major arcana card. This is a 15 card. The other one is an 18 card. Okay, 2 major arcana cards and a Wands card. Now, why is this relevant? Okay, look closely. They're very vulnerable. They have no clothes on. This is a big looming situation that's hanging over them. Okay, it seems giant. It's something that's been on their mind. It's something that's been on your mind is what it is. And if you look closely, these can easily be lifted off. But they feel that they're chained to this big thing, that is this heavy thing, that is not a positive thing. And it's sticking around, sticking around. So it looks like it's attached, but they can lift it off at any time, okay? And they're starting to take on the negativity of this thing. See, horns on her, horns on him. They're starting to take on the negativity of this thing. So whatever this thing is, this could be a person in your life that is got a lot of negative energy right now. This could be, put my glasses over here. This could be a situation that feels like a big looming situation. Excuse me. A big looming situation for you. Could be an environment, an oppressive work environment, an oppressive creative environment. Just remember that you can remove yourself, okay? That's the lesson of this card. They can lift the chains off around their heads and walk away. But you're feeling exposed, you're feeling vulnerable, okay? That's what this card is about. Now we go into the Wands, okay? And this is a 9 of Wands. This also is someone who's keeping their eye out on what's going on. They feel they need to protect themselves. Think about this. Now, if it doesn't connect with you right now, it might later. It might connect in that place when you are half asleep and half awake in the morning. You might have a dream about it. A lot of times people have dreams that make sense to them. You know, after they see this, they go, oh, I think that's what it meant. So you see this, by the way, Wands are creative. So this is about something in a creative field. Maybe, I don't know if you're an animator. I don't know why I said that. If you're an animator, if you are a graphic designer, if you are a musician, a painter, an artist, something where you're creative. Even if you're a business person and you think outside the box, that's also creative. Anything creative is Wands. The 9 means take some time alone and think about things. 9 is the Hermit in the Major Arcana. So it's about really taking some time to think about things. But you see, he's kind of looking behind his back. You know, it's like he wants to make sure. And he's kind of protecting himself, and he's ready to kind of make sure that there's nobody behind him that's going to be jeopardizing his situation. He feels like he has to protect himself. Remember, this is in a creative situation, so think about yourself. See, there's nobody there, but look at the expression on his face. It's kind of like, uh-oh, what's going to happen next? That kind of energy. Well, ironically enough, that's kind of the energy I felt when I was on the Sunset Walk, where I talked about the energy being so still and almost, the atmosphere almost pregnant with intensity. I think I hear Luna. So that's what this is about, okay? Keeping your eye out for what's going on. Be aware. Don't be walking around talking on the phone and oblivious to your environment. Don't be, you know, like I was at the gas station today. I was getting gas. And this kind of odd-looking gentleman with kind of raggedy clothes on, kind of dirty clothes, came up to the woman at the next pump. She was about 15 feet away from me. She was a young woman. She looked very innocent. And he had a gas tank with her, a gas, transporting gas container with him. And he came up to her and he was talking to her about something. And she seemed to be pleasant with him. And then afterwards, I was putting gas in my car and she was looking at me and kind of going like, like that. So I walked over and I said, "Are you okay?" And she says, "Yeah, that just made me really uncomfortable." I said, "Well, what happened?" She said, "He came over and he asked me to put gas in his gas container." I said, "Well, did he pay you for it?" And she goes, "No, he asked me to give him gas." And I said, "Did you?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, how much did you give him?" She says, "Not very much, maybe a gallon or two, not a big deal." I said, "Okay." I said, "Do you have your wallet, your credit card, your purse, and everything with you?" And she said, "Yes, I always wear them on my body." She had like a tunic top on. She says, "I always stick my credit card inside my pants, underneath my tunic." She says, "Because you just don't know anymore." And that's true. There's so much stuff going on right now. You really got to keep your eyes open, and you got to keep your eyes aware of your environment at all times. I think that's what that's about. So think about your situation. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and she said she never locks her door. I said, "How can you never lock the door to your house?" She says, "Well, everybody here's friendly." I'm like, come on, be real here. I mean, sneezing is another thing that happens with the releasing. But I said, there are flash mobs going into department stores, ripping things off. There are people, accosting people in their cars. I'm not trying to be paranoid. I don't watch the news, but I am aware of my surroundings and what's going on. Be smart. I told her, be smart. Lock your house. Wow. Okay, releasing a lot. This is another major arcana card. This card is the 18 card. It's the moon. Now, I want you to look at this card. This card is about something going on behind your back. Secrets, okay? And this is about getting stung. Somebody that could easily hurt you. Someone that could easily, this is sounding very paranoid, this whole reading. I know, I'm not trying to be paranoid. I just want you to be aware. This is something that could hurt you, a situation, a person, an environment, gossip, something like that. And this is a wolf and a dog howling at the moon. The moon, this is nighttime. This is about something going on below the surface level of appearances. This is about secrets and things going on that you're not aware of. So keep your eyes and ears open. This is really weird. I mean, I've got kind of 3 cards that are kind of saying the same thing. Get away from that situation. You're feeling very vulnerable. You're starting to take on the negativity. Lift the chains off and walk away. Look behind yourself. Keep your eye on everything that's going on. Don't be stupid. Be aware. Be conscious and aware. Don't be preoccupied on the phone. I don't know why I keep saying that, but don't be preoccupied on the phone while you're doing something. Be aware of your surroundings. And stuff going on behind your back. And the potential to really get stung by a person, a comment, something going on behind your back. Oh boy. All right, let's get some other energy going here. I think I'm going to choose a God card right now. I'm not going to choose one. It's the one that was right on top. I don't have to choose anything. Okay, here's what it says. I have no fear, for you are with me. Your light and your love guide and protect me. See, you don't have to be afraid of anything. I'm not saying be afraid. I'm saying be conscious, be aware. That's what I'm saying. The other side says, why be afraid of 1,000 barking dogs? Which is so interesting, because they're barking at the moon. Why be afraid of 1,000 barking dogs when you are seated on an elephant? In other words, you're higher than that. There's nothing to be afraid of. You are divinely protected, okay? So This is not to be scared or afraid. This is to be conscious and aware. I think I'm going to keep this card out as part of the map. All right, let's go into the angel cards, okay? Let's go to the first one I'm going to grab is the indigos. Let's see what the indigos have to say. Now, I've said this before, but if you are watching this for the first time, an indigo is anyone who is super sensitive and feels like they have a mission. And guess what? If you're watching this, it's you. You don't have to be a child. You can be any age and be an indigo. So, let's see what the indigo cards say. Cut once, and it's the card on top. Okie dokie. You are loved, just like the previous card said. You're loved, you're protected, not to worry, just be aware. Be aware, be conscious, and be aware of the people around you too. Be very, very aware of the people around you. I'm gonna read you about this right now. Luna, what's going on, honey? Yeah, I know. I'm telling them to be aware. I know, you're agreeing, aren't you? Yes, you are. I think my cat is the most talkative cat. So many people say they've never heard an animal talk as much as Luna. Right? I know, she's really a talker. She's extremely verbal. All right, you are loved. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read it to you. Everyone is in your life for a specific reason. This card asks you to realize that deep down, people truly do care about you and want you to succeed. Sometimes indigos step into anger when they feel as if people are trying to control them. Know that this time in your life is very temporary, and before you know it, you will be making your own rules. It's okay to go along with what others say, as long as you feel that their rules are based in love and wisdom. So detach for a moment and allow yourself to see the situation through other people's motivations. The angels love and respect you unconditionally and are always on your side. Very cool. All right. You know, we've also had a doozy of a Mercury retrograde, which is going to be over very soon. It's going to be over on the 15th, but give it a day or two to kind of really be over. So Mercury retrograde is a time where there's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of this kind of stuff, miscommunication. There's a lot of technical issues, a lot of things breaking down, a lot of vagueness, you know. So we're coming out of that soon, thankfully. All right, we're gonna go to this now. Next deck. Let's see what they have to say. Give us some more clarification, substantiation, validation, and explanation. We'll shuffle these for a little bit. It's Luna. She's up there. All right, cut, and the card on the top is, okay, prioritize. All right, so I'm gonna tell you about this card. This is one of my favorite cards. I mean, this guy is so beautiful. He's so beautiful. He actually looks like a boyfriend that I had one time many years ago. Okay, prioritize. Obviously, it was many years ago. This is a young man. Okay. This is Archangel Metatron. All right, I'm going to read you about this. Yawning. Prioritize. Ah, I open right to it. How about that? I love when that happens. Okay. Focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get organized and motivated. What's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on the projects and activities close to your heart. Excuse me. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. Remember, if you're an indigo, you came with a mission, okay? Sorry. I have to wipe my eyes a little bit. My nose is running too. I mean, see, I haven't done this. I haven't done a video for you in 2 weeks. I've looked at the cards and done readings, but I haven't done it for you in 2 weeks. And so I'm releasing a lot because it's going to be coming down. Metatron is one of 2 archangels who walked upon the earth as human men. The other one is Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earthly life. He continues working as a scribe and record keeper in heaven. He helps people develop organizational and record-keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organize your priorities. Well, Metatron, I got to do my taxes, so can you help me with that? Can you help me do my taxes? Can you help me get motivated to do that? Yes, you can. Yes, you are going to. Thank you so much. Thank you, Metatron. When you ask for help and you feel like you've got the answer or you heard it in your voice, yes, we'll help you. In your head, when you heard that in your head, thank them. Thank the angels for helping you. Okay? All right, one more card and off we go. All right. See, I'm clearing my throat a lot. Oh boy, this is not a really slick video. This is me, who I am. This is how I am tonight. This is what I'm doing. I'm coughing, my eyes are watering, my throat's croaky. That's the way it goes. It's just life, right? Okay. Give us some more substantiation, some more validation, some more explanation, and some more clarification. We ask that you completely give us information as you surround us at the same time with beautiful healing white light of wisdom and insight, so that we can get the answers that we need and get the clarity that we need to move forward in the direction that is best for us to manifest our mission. Because if you're here, you came for a mission. We're all in this together, people. We all came for the same reason. Different missions, but we all came because we have a mission. Okay. There we go. Cupid. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm starting to get so warm right now. And I've got my back door open. And it's evening, so I shouldn't be this warm. But it happens when I start pulling the cards. I start heating up. It happens when I work with people privately. I'm a functional medicine doctor, and I can work with them remotely, and I start scanning them remotely to see what their body's telling me. And I start getting really hot. I just heat up. Okay, Cupid. So cute. Look at that, blowing heart bubbles. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered the reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. This is not necessarily about a relationship. This is about just being so grateful and feeling love. I mean, I sit with Luna on my lap and I feel love. I feel it. It's a palpable feeling. I go for a sunset walk and I look at the trees and I look at the sky and I feel love. I feel love with my friends. I feel love when I'm around music and everybody's enjoying the music together and we're all on the same wavelength. Love is a very powerful emotion. It doesn't have to mean relationship love. It could. It could. Okay, I'm going to read to you about this one. We're going to have more information on Cupid right now. Cupid. What is that song? Cupid, da-da, your bow. Cupid. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Cupid, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, Cupid. This card comes to you because the angels see your desire for romance. Instead of fixing the externals in your love life, they assist you internally. The angels say that romance springs from falling in love with life itself. When you let the angels awaken this love within you, you naturally attract and experience more romantic love in your relationships. Surround yourself with romantic beauty, such as roses and candles. Give any emotional hurt to the angels. Ask Archangel Michael to help you release any painful attachments to previous or current lovers. Clearly decide what you desire in your love life. Affirm, it is safe for me to love and be loved. Let's do that. Close your eyes. It is safe for me to love and be loved. It is safe for me to love and be loved. It is safe for me to love and be loved. It is safe for me to love and be loved. It is safe for me to love and be loved. Close your eyes now and get into a comfortable position. Keep your back straight. Your knees can be up with your feet flat on the ground, that's fine. Or your legs can be stretched out, that's fine. Luna's coming downstairs. Hi, Luna. Yeah. It's meditation time, honey. Any sounds you hear that you recognize as everyday normal sounds don't disturb you in any way. Instead, they allow you to relax and go even deeper. And with your eyes closed now, know that it's okay for you to change your body position if you need to. If you need to change your body position, it's your body releasing the energies of the day so that you can better relax, better balance out, and better take in anything that is said that resonates with you. That's it. With each breath, it feels like you go deeper and deeper. With each breath, it feels like you relax more and more. With each breath, Any thoughts that you have just float by like fluffy white clouds in a beautiful periwinkle sky. Imagine that you are lying on a wonderful soft grassy knoll. The grass is really soft and comfortable. And you're looking up into that beautiful periwinkle sky. And you're watching the clouds slowly drift by. You feel more and more comfortable, more and more daydreamy as you go deeper and deeper. Letting go more and more. The clouds are starting to form into visible shapes. You see as the clouds are beginning to change and move around, they start to form the number 5 in the sky. And you look up and you see what looks like a cloud formation of the number 5. And then it starts to drift apart again. The clouds start to drift apart again. They go their separate ways. And then the sky is clear again. And now the clouds start to come together again. And they form what looks like the number 4. A soft, fluffy 4. And then the 4 starts to break apart. And the sky is clear again. And you go deeper. And the clouds come back together and they form a 3. A soft, fluffy 3. And then they break apart, and it's the periwinkle blue clear sky again. And the 3 disappears, and it's a 2. Easily and gently, the clouds begin to form the number 2. The 2 falls apart, and the clouds, the pieces of the clouds that form the 2 start to disappear and move off. The sky is clear again. And now the clouds form a 1. And then the 1 begins to float apart. And the sky is just that clear blue sky. And you feel more and more daydreamy, more and more relaxed. Going deeper and deeper now into that daydreamy place. You can't even keep your eyes open to look at the sky anymore. And you drift deeper from 1 down to 0. Deeper and deeper. Going even deeper. And going deeper still. You've asked for clarity. You've asked to be released from a situation that no longer works for you. You asked for clarity on the direction to go. It's time to lift off the connection and remove yourself from the situation, the event, the people. Be aware. Keep your eyes and ears open. Be cautious. Not worried, just cautious. There might be things going on behind your back. Be careful who you allow yourself to be safe with. If you expose too much of your true inner tender self too soon, you may get stung. Learn to know who's safe for you and who's not. Minimize the interaction with those who are not safe. Remember that even though things may be going on, you are loved and you are divinely protected, so there is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Prioritize what's most important for you. Focus on your highest priorities. Know that you can ask Archangel Metatron for help in getting organized and for help in prioritizing. Just ask. See love everywhere. Be open to romance. See love in nature. See love in the face of a child in a supermarket basket, shopping with mom. Children always see our light. You walk by a child and you smile, they'll smile back at you. And drifting deeper. In doing this, you are letting your body relax. You are allowing your nervous system to recalibrate. Your nervous system is recalibrating, rebalancing, renewing. It's being revitalized. You know on an intuitive level that you need more of this. All you have to do is listen. There's no place you have to be. There's nothing you have to do. And going deeper. Allowing the tones to transport your consciousness and take you even deeper. Every tone that you hear allows your body to get more into harmonic balance. Thank you for joining me in this dimension. Thank you for taking the time to slow down and change your vibrational frequency. I acknowledge you for setting aside the time to do this. I see the light in you, and I see the consciousness in you. You see that light and that consciousness in everyone you come in contact with. You find yourself feeling more and more loving, more and more appreciative, more and more grateful. I send you many, many blessings. Until we meet again. Namaste.